Hi, April. So April is down here with the mums and the babies because we put peaches in where she was, and she picks on poor little April, so we don't want her to get hurt. Anyways, yeah, so she's down here. Everybody's getting along now. You're a good girl. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Appalachian Farmstead. Or I should call this, like, I don't know, lately. Let me get in the light or out of the sun. There we go. Holy moly. I should call this like Windy Acres or something. Good God Almighty. It's been crazy windy here. Yesterday, like, I wanted to do some stuff out in the woods there with the sawmill, and there's just no way there's limbs flying everywhere out there. So, and today's not much better, honestly. We don't have the sustained winds, but man, we have the gusts still. So Carrie actually put laundry out on the line, and we had to take that in. It was gonna wreck something. So anyways, today, or actually starting tonight, is what's happening. We are going to separate the little ones from the mums. First time. We're going to do milk share. So we're going to put them, I was going to like take the moms out. I don't know. We contemplated on taking the moms out and putting them someplace. I can't put them in the other pen where everybody else is because the buck's in there. So supposedly that makes the milk bad, and I don't want that because I like my goat's milk, I like my goat's yogurt, and I like my goat's cheese. So I've been without it for a long enough time. Anyways, so what we're going to do to try to see if this works, we're going to see if this works. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm going to put another pallet on each one of these to get it up so that we can't jump over the moms. And then I think once I have that pallet up here, I can just put a board about yay high so that no moms can't get through it. Just screw it right there. And then this here, I can just have this open up. I'm going to put a tarp on this so they can't get their heads through, because I know, like, Penny and them, they'll get right up against here so they can feed. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to see how this works tonight. Hopefully it does. I hope it does. So I think I have everything here. So let's get this show on the road. Okay, I got this up, screwed it down, and then we got a board across here to stop the goats from jumping, and then this guy here just opens up, and they can go in and out, and then just use that piece of wire at night, close it up. Alright guys, trying to shield you from the wind. Gonna do some wood splitting to finish the day out. We're gonna get the old Rugged Made 737. It's warming up right now. And we're gonna get some wood split and possibly stacked. If not, I'll just dump it and stack it later. That's not too bad. I don't even know how long that took, but some of this walnut, man, is it nasty. Very stringy. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. Pretty good load. That is the first time that machine has never pushed through a billet. Look how twisted that stuff is. Crazy. I was thinking, man, I could make a cookies out of that or something. Glad I didn't. That stuff's gnarly. But, well, I'm going to go stack this stuff. And that'll give you time for this machine to cool down. Put my rubber back over it. Good morning, everyone. Woo, it's a far cry from yesterday. Oh, snowing. It's like, I don't know, 20, 28 degrees. And my separation worked. They're raising hell. We're getting ready to milk. So, first time milking this season. See what we get. I'm not sure how much we're gonna get, but I'm sure they're ready. Here comes Penny. Penny's first this morning. She was always first before. Betty White doesn't like being captured. I think those kids want their mums. Here she comes. She remembers. She's like, great.
Listen to those kids. Hi, baby girl. You ready for your first milking? Did you have a nice break from your kids last night? You just remembered the food.
First milking of the season. Penny didn't forget. She knows right where to go. Yeah, well, you should have got pregnant. Yeah, you should have got pregnant. Okay, we ready?
You ready? As soon as we're through, you can go with the girls. I'll jump up and...
Oh, I can get it right here. Go ahead.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, Penny!
We're milking. We're milking. Everything's running good. We're even at, yeah, 12 to 15 is where you want.
Let it down, girl. I know my hands are cold.
Probably holding her milk.
She is.
Her babies.
It's okay, my hands are cold. I know. Let it down. Come on. Go. Okay, babe.
You want me to shut it off?
Yeah, I think she's done.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Are you holding Penny?
She had very little on the right side. How much is there?
Not much. Oh, she is holding. She's definitely holding because it's not deflated.
Come on. You want to turn back on? She doesn't really have that much. I think she's starting to wean her kids.
Well, that'll change now. All right, I'll bring you back here when we get Betty White. All right, we got Betty White up here. So, she's better than she was last year. Woo! Hang on, girl. Do you remember all this? Okay. You ready, Betty White? Don't probably a week till they start producing more milk. Hold on there, girlfriend. Gotta spray ya. Once you guys get a little more comfortable, guess what? You get your hooves done. All right.
Now I know there's a best can here. Where did it go then?
Half gallon of milk, or a quart. We got a quart between the two of them.
Which is plenty for us.
Yeah, right now that's all right. It's gonna take. Let me get in there. It's gonna take like, I don't know, probably a week till they. Patty White, come on! What?
Good Lord, you've been holding that up all night? No. I saw the pile behind you this morning when you got up on the camera.
Anyways, it's gonna take a week for them to get like some milk production going. So, you know, those little kids, they drink a sip here and a sip there, and now we're going full tilt. So, but all's good.
Hey everybody, this is Carrie from Appalachian Farmstead. Today I'm going to be making a treat. Mike and I do carnivore. I am more strict carnivore than he is for health reasons, but I'm going to be making myself a treat today along with him. I'm going to make him a carnivore-ish candy bar, a chocolate candy bar with bacon and maple syrup on the center of the candy bar. But for myself, I'm going to make brown butter bites first, and then I'm going to do a second part of the video in this video showing the chocolate maple syrup bacon candy bar for Mike. And it's made with butter, cacao powder, our maple syrup, and our bacon. But I'm going to get into this part for myself first. I do not have a stainless steel skillet. I only have cast iron skillets. So I'm going to use a stainless steel pot so I can tell when my butter is turning brown, and I can see the milk solids on the bottom. They kind of look like cinnamon specks. So this is a take on Steak and Butter Gal's video that she just put out called Easiest Carnivore Chocolate Ever. So right now I'm melting 2 sticks of butter in my pan to make the brown butter bites for myself. I don't want to have to wash the pot in between. So it just takes a few minutes to melt the butter. I guess I could melt it all at the same time and just pour out my 2 cups. You can hear the butter. I have a bunch here. You want to cook your bacon till it's crispy. And I made a version of this the other day. And you definitely need a little more bacon. The chocolate bar that I made for Mike was made with honey the first go around, which is what Steak and Butter Gal does. And oh, it tastes like toffee. But you couldn't taste the bacon, so Mike requested a little more bacon in this time. Alright, that looks good to me. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to take it off the heat. Can you see the measuring cup? Yeah. So I'm going to pour it off into this. drop of the brown butter out of this pot. Okay, that looks good to me. Set that aside, and you can see how brown the butter is, eh? So it's not burnt, it's just caramelized. So for now, I'm going to just pour off a little bit to make like a disc. And these will go in the freezer. Got 2 cups left, okay. So there's that. And now is when you add cocoa powder. So I'm going to, last time I added 3 heaping tablespoons, so Mike wanted me to add a little bit more chocolate this time. So that's about what I added. So this will be about 4 tablespoons right there. There's that. And I'm just going to mix that together into the butter. Mix it till it's nice and smooth. That definitely smells a little more chocolatey. Let me scrape this down with the spatula. Alright. And then I'm going to pour a cup of this into the bottom of the glass dish here. So just going to pour a cup. There we go. And that's all it takes for right now. I'll do a little bit more. There. So this is all going to go into the freezer to get hardened, frozen. Probably be about 15 minutes or so. I apologize. I forgot to press record on the camera, but the butter bites are frozen, and I poured the maple bacon over top of the bottom layer of the chocolate butter bites bar, chocolate butter bar, and I forgot to hit record, so I just wanted to show you what that looks like right now. It's not frozen, so I'm putting it into the freezer right now. But I tried one of the butter bites right here, and it was delicious. So I'll bring you back when they're all done. I still have to pour the top layer of the candy bar. Alright, we're back. I pulled it out of the freezer again, and I don't know, it's been about an hour and a half. It's not quite frozen, but I would say it's probably frozen enough to pour the rest of the chocolate butter mixture over the top. I'm just giving it a quick stir, and oops, here we go. Oh yeah. Nice and chocolatey. Let that all drip out. Alright everybody. It is frozen. Finally. It might not be frozen in the center, but I don't want to have to wait until tomorrow. So we're going to cut a little piece here, and the hubby's going to give it a little taste test. Oh. The candy bar part is definitely frozen, but I am not so certain. No, it's not frozen all the way. Well, if you can see down in there, the maple syrup is dripping, so I'm going to hand this over.
It's messy.
Go ahead.
Oh my God.